I honestly can't believe that American Express made this decision for this reason, and I'm calling it absolutely unbelievable because I've never heard of it. So what we're going to do is take a look at the footage that I recorded last week because I expected a totally different outcome, and then I'm going to come back to you all with what else happened since that application was put in. So editor, cue the footage from last week, and I'll see you in a few minutes. I had no plans to add this credit card to my wallet, but here we are with another Watch Me Apply video for the Hilton Honors Business Credit Card. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous about this application. For those of you who don't know, I applied for the Blue Business Plus back in November of last year, and my application was kicked into the pending review status, which was a bit surprising to me. Then I went through the trouble of calling an American Express customer service representative to push my application through, and I was approved with a credit limit of just $2,000, which is absolutely ridiculous for a business credit card. So I am nervous about what my credit limit will be for the Hilton Honors Business Credit Card. My hope is to get $10,000, but I'm not sure that Amex likes me enough to make that happen. Currently, my Experian credit score is at 768, my Equifax credit score is currently at 784, and my TransUnion credit score happens to be the lowest of them all and currently sits at 766. The current welcome offer is pretty darn good and is the reason why this Hilton credit card came up on my radar. Now, Hilton took the spotlight because they're offering 150,000 Hilton Honors points and one free night reward after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months of account opening, which is pretty good. The reward categories really don't stand out to me, so this is definitely a credit card that will be churned. Yeah, I just admitted that. You get 12x points on purchases made directly with Hilton, 6x points at US gas stations, shipping providers, wireless phone services, restaurants, flights, and car rentals, and 3x points on all other purchases. Now, I know those earning rates sound great. However, Hilton Honors points are worth about half a cent per point. So I think of the 12x category as a 6x category, the 6x categories as 3x categories, and the 3x category as a 1.5x category. This card also comes with a $95 annual fee. One notable benefit to point out is that I'll be able to get Hilton Honors Gold status with this credit card, which will get me 80% bonus points on stays, room upgrades dependent upon availability, of course, and daily food and beverage credit in the US or continental breakfast outside of the US. And there are other benefits as well. One more benefit that stands out to me is the 10 complimentary Priority Pass lounge visits through the Priority Pass Select membership, which is perfect for me because I don't travel very often and I don't currently have any airport lounge access memberships. All right, now onto the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's get to the application. All right, guys, first things first, of course, I had to go ahead and use a referral link. Matt Welter has been totally awesome. He used 2 of my referral links last year when he opened up the Amex Gold card. So again, thank you, Matt Welter, for doing that. So for that reason, I am going to use your link, and it's always good to support another credit card YouTuber, especially if you are getting information from them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Matt Welter's link. And one thing I want to say is, when you do use somebody's link, just make sure that the offer that shows up is the offer that you actually want. Because sometimes things may be a little bit different, or you went back and you're using an older link. So with this particular link, we can see it says Matthew has referred you for the Hilton Honors business card. So we're going to exit out of that one. And as we can see, it is the earn $150,000. I wish it was earn $150,000. It is the earn 150,000 Hilton Honors bonus points and a free night award or reward. Apparently I can't read today. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to hit the apply now button to quickly go over the application itself. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to go and fill in my information. So what they're going to ask you for is your email address. Enter your business information, so the legal business name, the business name on the card, the company DBA name that's doing business as, in case you do have a doing business as name. Now, of course, you don't have to have a business. You can apply as a sole proprietor, and I'll show that a little later on in this application. So if your company does not have a doing business as name, you just check the option down below. They're going to ask you for your business address, zip code, phone number, the industry type, which there are several different options out there for you. So I'll just show that really quickly. And I got a little pop-up here on my screen that's a little bit distracting. So I'll go ahead and X that out. Oops, now of course I got a little error message, but I just wanted to show that to you. Your company structure, there are a few options as well. So I'll click on that really quickly so you all can see that. And again, right down here, this is where you select sole proprietorship if you don't have a registered business. I have a registered LLC, so I am going to apply for this credit card under my registered LLC. Moving along in the application, it's going to ask you the amount of years you were in business, the number of employees, annual business revenue, estimated monthly spend, and of course you want to state something that's kind of realistic. So I'll put in an annual business revenue that's realistic for my business, and obviously I am going to put an estimated monthly spend. You don't want to put 0 because why are they going to give you a credit card if you're not going to spend any money? It just doesn't make sense, right? Then you have to put in your federal tax ID. If you do have an LLC, that'll be your EIN number of your role in the company, which for me, it'll be owner. I'm not sure what your role will be. And then enter your personal information. So standard first name, last name, name on the card, home line address, well, your home address line, and a home phone number, cell phone number, social security number, date of birth, total annual income, non-taxable annual income, and your Hilton honors number. Now I do have a Hilton honors number. I actually just signed up for Hilton the other day. So I will input that information so it can just combine everything. If you don't have one, then they'll create one for you. Then of course, scroll down terms and conditions and submit application. So now that we went through all of that, I am going to go ahead, fill in my information, and then meet you back at the submittal page and see what happens. All right, 3, 2, 1, submit. Right, and it's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning. Can you believe this? Why am I in pending review again? All right, guys, as you can see, I am in pending review once again. I have to give American Express a call once again and see what happens. So let's go ahead and let's give American Express a call, but that'll be it for the screen recording. I can't believe this has happened again. This is crazy. So let's see what happens when I give them a call. Maybe they don't want to offer me the credit card. Who knows? All right, guys, so you saw the application process and you saw that I didn't get a decision. Now, this is where everything gets a little bit murky and I feel a certain type of way about this, but I'm going to try to give this information in as much of a positive light as possible and not complain. So yes, my application was put into the pending decision and I did try to call American Express that day. However, American Express was actually closed. So the next day was a holiday and I assumed that they would be closed, but they weren't closed and they came to a decision and I got an email. So once I received that email letting me know that American Express had came to a decision, I actually was a little bit excited. So I opened up the email, clicked to view decision, entered in my information, only to find out that your boy was declined. I got declined for the credit card. So I was completely shocked. So I go into it further to see what the explanation is for the reason why I was declined. And this is a reason that I've actually never seen before. So let me go ahead and read this reason to you all. And before you watch the rest of the video, tell me what you think this actually means. So this is the reason they gave me as to why they declined my application. The average of your payments in relation to the balance on your American Express accounts. When I read that, I was like, wait, what? What does this mean? The average of my balance in relation to the payments? I don't understand. I really don't understand. So I gave American Express a call trying to figure out what does this mean? Because one, I pay off my Rose Gold card every single month in full, and it is currently the most used card in my wallet. And then two, I do have a balance on my Amex Blue Business Plus. However, I pay more than the minimum monthly payment, much more than the minimum monthly payment every single month. But I am keeping a certain balance on it because the rest of the money is in a high yield savings account because I got to go ahead and get that interest while we're getting that interest, while the interest rate is good on those high yield savings accounts. So again, I was completely lost at this. So I called American Express, had to speak to 3 different people before I actually got someone who could explain what this actually meant, which kind of tells me that this is something that is a little bit rare. Which again, I've never seen this as a reason why people get declined for a credit card. So this is what the representative said to me. This is because the payments that you are making are insufficient to bring down the balance on your credit card. So you're not showing any headway of getting towards a balance of 0. So I explained to her, this is a 0% APR credit card. So of course, there is going to be a balance on it right now because I'm taking advantage of having 0% APR. And I'm only keeping approximately 30% on that credit card. So I'm still showing responsible usage with that card. Why would I be penalized for doing that? Of course, she didn't really have an answer. The only thing she could do was encourage me to pay down that balance. So I asked her, okay, I can pay off this credit card right away. It's not that much money on it because I have a tiny credit limit, as we all know. If I were to go ahead and pay it off right now, would my application be able to be approved? Or do I need to wait a certain time period before I kick my application or request for my application to be reconsidered? And the representative let me know, no, you can go ahead and do this right now. And then once you can confirm that the payment has been made, we can put it into reconsideration and your application should be approved. So I went ahead, I did that. Well, instead of paying it incomplete, I paid half of the balance to show, okay, well, since they want to see some movement, let me just pay half of the balance. So it's basically hardly anything left on that credit card, right? Call American Express, kick it into reconsideration, and guess what? I got declined again for the exact same reason. And I questioned the representative about this. I'm like, what? Can you explain this to me? I was told that I can call right away as soon as I confirm that I made the payment. I can call right away and I should be approved. What is going on? So the representative was like, well, it looks like this decision was locked in by the system. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait 30 days for you to be able to get a different decision. But I can tell you and I can confirm that this is the only reason that you have been declined. Your credit score is currently at 768, which by the way, they use Experian, and I understood all of that. I knew where my credit score was. It's like, that's the only reason you've been declined. So please try again. So that's what happened, guys. And I am pretty disappointed, but we'll see what happens. If I do apply for that credit card, I will upload another Watch Me Apply Part 2 of the Hilton Honors Business Card and hopefully end this with a happy ending. So Matt Welter, thank you for your link. Unfortunately, I was declined, so you don't get any points. It sucks, I know. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for subscribing. We've hit 4,000 subscribers and I'm super excited and excited to continue growing. With that said, I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.